Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the very first section of Nursing Now 0.1. I am Victor Pala and I'm a 200 level nursing student of Federal University of Ekiti. Today with me I have Mercy Okikioluwa Abolarinde and he's also known as Fam the Man.
Hey,
Fam the Man.
um,
On today's edition, we're going to be talking about specifically the various routes to studying nursing. The various routes to studying nursing. I would like to encourage those of my audience that is just watching me for the first time to engage with my platform and also subscribe to my channel on YouTube. So welcome, Messi.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Victor.
Good afternoon. Please, can you help us with your introduction?
Okay, so Abolaride Mercy Okikioluwa, also known as Fame the Man, like you rightly said, not Fame the Man, Fame the Man. Yeah, so brief introduction about myself. I am a student nurse at College of Nursing Sciences, LUTH, Lagos University Teaching Hospital. Um, yeah, a natural born leader, a tutor. I own a tutorial learners. I am also the brand owner of Nursing on TikTok, Instagram, like a platform where we teach student nurses, empower student nurses, basically just create a voice of student nurses and nurses as a whole. So that's just a brief about me. I'm from Kwara State. Yeah, Kwara State.
Okay, okay. Fame the man, right?
Man, yes, fame, yes.
Fame the man. All right. So, what initially inspired? Okay, sorry about that. What initially inspired you to choose a career in nursing?
What inspired me to pursue a career in nursing? Um, I would say the passion to just ensure that people are helped, that people are helped basically in the society. Because from onset I never really wanted to study nursing from the beginning. I had interest in studying other courses like medicine and surgery basically, and the main reason why I wanted to study it was to help people. So same reason. The reason why I'm pursuing a career in nursing is so that people can be helped, so that voices can be heard, basically. And I believe that nursing can create that platform for me. So that's why the major reason.
Okay. Would you agree with the saying that nursing is a calling?
Um, for some people it is, but I take nursing as a profession, fully a profession. A lot of people actually say that nursing is a, some people say nursing is a calling, nursing is a calling. But personally, I believe that nursing is just a profession, like every other profession. Anybody that has interest, anybody that has passion, anybody that can, persist can study nursing. It is not for some certain people to do to get. So I do not totally agree with that saying that nursing is a calling because anybody can be a nurse. Anybody can be a nurse.
Yeah, I also concur with you because I firmly believe that the saying "nursing is a calling" only applies to pre-Florence Nightingale era, where nursing is a calling. Now it is
Yeah.
a profession. Yes, it is a profession. So, there are various routes of studying nursing, various routes of coming into nursing. We have the
Yeah.
traditional degree program, we have the diploma program, we have the PNSC. So, I want to know, the audience want to know, which route did you take and why did you take that route?
Okay, so going into nursing school, basically, there were different routes I could have picked to study nursing. Like you rightly said, you have the diploma program, you have the BNSC, that is the university. And presently, I'm in the College of Nursing Sciences. So that is ND program we just started. So that is the route I am in, the ND program. That just started, I think, 3 years ago by now. NMC, sorry, National Nigeria Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. They just started it 3 years ago. So basically, I followed the NDHND program because at that point in time, I was not really informed. I'm not saying that the NDHND program is bad, but then I was not really informed at that time because I was to go to university. I was supposed to invest, like I said, I put in for medicine and surgery before, but because of some things, I could not study that. So I changed to nursing, and I was to pick a university. But at that point, the university did not have accreditation. They were having accreditation issues, and I just decided that I would just go for this other routes. Let's say because like they had accreditation that time, and like a lot of people usually say College of Nursing, School of Nursing looked at that time was one of the best schools of nursing in Nigeria. So I just decided to pick that path because that was like the only option that was left for me. Even though I had two options, but then the other option was a bit sketchy. So I picked the option because that was what was available.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
you feel any remorse for that action?
Remorse? No, no. I don't feel any remorse. I'm happy. I'm happy studying nursing where I study nursing. My school is, they're trying on at in their own little way, and I really respect that. And yeah, they are going. So no remorse at all. We just have to move forward.
Yeah. All right. So what challenges have you faced then on your path, your nursing path so far?
Yeah. If I say that I've not faced any challenges, if I say that everything has been good, that would be a very big lie.
You're definitely wrong.
There have
Yeah,
been
because
challenges.
everyone has challenges, and we continue to face
Exactly,
challenges.
exactly. There have been a lot of challenges. Like there have been a lot of challenges that I faced,
So
that I'm
much of
still
them.
facing. You get, and I'm still going to face. I know. So one major challenge that I faced was the issue of nursing being a female only profession. I don't know if it's like that in every other place, but in my school, we have more females in my school, and there's this stereotype that's given to males. Like everyone thinks nursing is a female profession. Like you said, they call it. So it's like only females are called to be nurses. And that stereotype, every other person actually has it. Like every layman also has that stereotype that when you tell someone that is not in the profession that I'm a nurse, they'll be like, are you not a man? Do men do nursing? You get so that is one challenge that I faced, especially on the ward. Some patients don't even like male nurses touching them sometimes. So that's a very big challenge. Even the lecturers sometimes do not really like male because they feel like males are rebellious. Well, maybe because of the nature of males. Sha. So because of that, a lot of stereotype has come in that aspect. So that's like a very major challenge that I've been facing as a student nurse presently.
Wow, that's a that's a whole bunch. That's a whole lot. Wow. And these challenges, how have you been able to surmount them?
Yeah.
How have you been able to surmount these challenges? Like you specifically said about the issue of stereotype, and I
Yes.
believe there are also male nurses out there, or in the audience also, who even listening to us, watching us now. Tell us, how have you been
Yes.
able to surmount these challenges, specifically the stereotype?
I would say I've just been myself, basically. I've never been a person to, listen to what other people say. When I have a goal to meet, I focus on the goal. and I do care less about what a lot of other people say. So even with the stereotype, with the, let's say it around it, I just decided in my own mind, and I made that decision in my heart that no matter what, I'll focus, become a nurse, and become a great nurse at the end of everything. So that's just focus. That's all. Don't not losing focus and not listening to what any other person is saying. You know, if what people are saying is to drag you down, then you don't need to listen to it. And that's the mentality I've had, and it has really helped me to stay headstrong, even amidst all the insults and the stereotypes and other things that have come with it, basically.
Wow. You know, particularly for me, I haven't experienced any stereotype actually, and I'm I'm actually expecting. I'm expectant of stereotypes, and with what you've said, with what you've said, I think I've gotten a strategy I would
Yeah.
use. Perhaps I, um, you know, fall into one someday. So, considering the route in which you took into your nursing science profession, have you discovered, any specific opportunity that is exclusive to the route you took?
For now, I have not discovered any specific opportunities that are, around just my route of studying nursing. Because personally, when I look at things, when I look for opportunities, I look for them on a big scale. And nursing is a profession. Everywhere it is nursing, we get. So
Yes,
that I
that's
studied in a school of nursing, I went to a university, I went to a college of nursing. I believe that everybody is still in this same profession, nursing. So when I look for opportunities, I feel like all opportunities can actually be, taken by all student nurses, no matter where you study, where you studied, where you are studying, like if you are studying in the school of nursing, the college of nursing, because I feel like our curriculum is still the same set of people that are, producing the curriculum. That's Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. So all schools of nursing, college of nursing, universities that offer nursing are still under the same Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. So that means we have the same curriculum basically. It's just that some people have some added courses and the educational standard in some places is actually better than the others. So I do not dispute that. But for the fact that opportunities, there are some opportunities that are, that I feel are actually specific to some parts, like the body that is the student body for the school of nursing and for the colleges of nursing is different from the student body for the university. The student body for the university is non-SAP,
yes,
abi.
not sad.
Then
Yeah.
for the one for the school of nursing is NASM, NASM. So that is, I feel like that's the only difference. NONSA and NASM, they are independent bodies of their own, student bodies. So NONSA is for university students, NASM is for school of nursing and
Okay,
college of nursing students.
okay.
And
I think we
I
should.
feel like those
I
bodies,
think should state the full meaning of those acronyms. I think NONSA is National Association of Nursing Students in Nigeria, right? Yes.
university nursing students,
Talk
yes.
about the other association. What's the acronym of the other association you mentioned?
NASM, National Association of Student Nurses and Midwives.
Okay, okay.
NASM, National Association of Student Nurses and Midwives. So they are the governing body for the students under schools of nursing and colleges of nursing. And they have different opportunities to explore under them. But then a lot of opportunities as a student nurse that I have been able to, attain and get. Every other student nurse can get it, no matter the route. That a lot of communities have joined, a lot of people have been able to meet, conferences have been able to attend. A lot all student nurses is open to everybody. It's open to everybody.
You
But
know
there's
what I
still
hear?
that little
Here?
stereotype.
Okay, okay. I think you know what I hear from some people. They say, oh,
Yes,
it's better to go through this other route, considering the number of
yes,
years that it takes, and it's the time frame, it makes it easier for people to, migrate out of their particular residential area. How true is this?
Um, the based on the wait, I do not really understand the question. Sorry, can you come again?
You know, all right. For the diploma nursing, I think how many years is it?
Four
How
years,
many
4
years?
years,
It is four
4
years,
years.
right?
Yes,
Now, for the BNSC course is 5 years. So some people
yes.
compare it and they say, "Oh, I can actually go through the diploma route, and with 4 years, I'm done, and I'll be able to migrate out of my, primary residential area." Why, if I compare that to the BNSC degree, that's 5 years. It takes longer years, longer time for me to, migrate. That's in terms of migration. Do you fully agree with this?
I feel like no matter the route you take, it all still depends because when it comes to migration, different countries have their different laws, their different requirements. Like there's this person that I follow on Instagram. She's a Canadian RN, and she does this like coaching on how to migrate from Nigeria to Canada as a nurse, NCLEX and every other thing. So now there's this new law that she posted it on her page, and I followed through. There's this new law that was passed by some states in Canada that you need to have BNSC as a nurse. You need to have BNSC before you can practice in Canada as a nurse. So that was what she posted, and well, that was what she posted, and that now can discourage some people from actually using the diploma program because they feel like, oh, I have to migrate to this country and now they are taking BNSC. So I feel like depending on the country that you actually want to migrate to, if you want to go to Canada, you want to go to the UK, the USA, they all have their requirements. Different hospitals that you'll be working with, different organizations that you'll be working with, they have their requirements, and you just need to, follow their requirements, check their requirements, and see which one works for you. But I just feel like choosing the route that you would study nursing with should depend solely on you. You should not look at where you are going to in the future because paths can actually change. So wherever you are, I feel like as a student nurse, wherever you are presently, you should just focus. And if you are just a student nurse coming in, any route you follow should be okay. Any route any student nurse follow should be okay. So it is not something of it depends on the country. And the thing is that those laws can actually change. So the thing is that when those laws now change, well, will that mean that you have to go back to study? So it's just about looking for opportunities that are tailored to um accom to what will I say now? That are tailored to accommodate the route that you have chosen. So you can just go to a country that actually has provisions that has made provisions for the routes that you are choosing to study under. So that's why I feel basically. But then for migrating, there are a lot of routes that someone can actually take.
Okay, that was a
So it
really good
just depends on the
explanation.
country. Some routes are better than the other in some countries, while other routes are better than the others. So it depends on the countries and their laws, basically.
Okay, so how do you think, there's so many aspiring students, fresh secondary school leavers. How do
Yes.
you think they can best choose the route that is appropriate for them? Do you think it's based on financial limitation, or do you think it's okay, or academic consideration, jam stuff, and or do you think there's a specific criteria or criterion in which an aspirant should, you know, focus on, or a determining factor that would, help an aspirant choose the right route to study nursing?
Yes, I feel like they are determining factors. Yes, they are criterion actually. like what you said, the financial aspect of it now, that is a major criteria I study also. My school now, when I started in my school, our school fees was 250,000 thereabouts per year. That's in 2 semesters. Over 2 semesters, it's 250,000. Then with the way school fees hike, with the school fees hike everywhere actually, in both universities and schools of nursing, our school fees doubled. My school, the school fees doubled, and in most schools of nursing, colleges of nursing, the school fees is always very, very expensive. The school fees has always been very expensive, over 200,000. Some schools of nursing that I know pay close to 1 million. Some pay 500,000. So it is financially strenuous for some people to go to school of nursing or college of nursing. But I feel like the university it is a bit less cheaper. I'm not saying it is very cheap, but then a bit less than what people pay in schools of nursing and colleges of nursing. And looking at the degree that I'm going to come out with, I'm coming out with a BS in the university, and I'm paying less than you that is just coming out with probably just RN or RM, and HN. It is not, financially wise. If you look at it in the financial aspect, it is not financially wise for you to go to a school of nursing when you can pay much less in a university and come out with a better degree per se, you get. So that's one aspect, that's one way you can look at it. But on the area of academic standing, yeah, the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, they do accreditation, I think every 2 years, every 4 years, I don't know, depending on the school. So it means that for a school, for an institution to actually be offering nothing, if that institution is accredited, it means that institution has the capacity to actually teach the course. So it means that they are not lacking on any aspect when it comes to academics. So it means that academic standard is covered. Academic standard for most of the schools of nursing, so far the School of Nursing or College of Nursing or Universities Department of Nursing is accredited by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. Then they have a good academic standard, and that means you can, go there as a student and get the same value that every other student will get. You get. So that is it. But the only difference is just about the fees, the money. Financially, it is very, very strenuous studying nursing. Not studying any other course, it is financially strenuous. But studying nursing in a school of nursing, college of nursing, is more expensive, especially when you're studying in a private school of nursing. Very expensive to study. Very expensive. Related to
Oh,
the degree you're coming at.
all right. Now, looking at the aspect of specialization and career growth, do you think there are limitations? Like for you now, do you have a specific nursing specialty or career goal in mind? And then does your chosen route support that goal?
Yes, why not? There are no limitations. Most of my lecturers in my school, they went to school of nursing, most of them, and a lot of them have masters, a lot of them have PhD. Some of them, my like, I know like 3 or 4 of my lecturers that have PhD, and a lot of them started with school of nursing. That's just the diploma, just the RN certificate. But the thing is that one route is just could just be a bit longer than the other route, but it does not mean that we will always get to that destination. You understand? So for any specialty that anyone wants to, study, go to a nursing, any nursing specialty, no matter the nursing specialty, all routes can actually afford you to go to that specialty. There's no route that limits you going into any nursing specialty. It's just that some routes will take you a longer time. For me, that I'm doing HND program now. Before I'll be able to do my masters, I need to do a PGD, postgraduate degree. So I have to do a PGD for to give me a high academic balance according to the Nigerian laws and all. So for the HND to be able to be equated to the BSc, you need to do that PGD. So when I do the PGD, from then I can do my masters. I can now diversify, go into any aspect of nursing I want to go to. I also have post basic schools, post basic schools that teach different specialties of nursing, like School of Ophthalmic Nursing, School of Geriatric Nursing, School of Accident and Emergency Nursing. You have it everywhere. So if you want to, go into any, and they are diploma courses basically. So if someone wants to go into any specific area in nursing, person can just, go to a post basic school or further with the master. So no, there's no limitation. It's just that some will take longer time than the other. Basically.
Okay, it's a well-known fact that for you to be a
Yes.
director nursing service in a hospital, the minimum requirement is a DNSC degree. So how do graduates of the diploma program, how do they face this?
Like I said, this BLS, this diploma program, HND, NDHND, was just incorporated into the nursing studies. It was recently passed into law, I think 2 years, 3 years ago. So it has not really, it does not really have a stand as of yet. So I really can't say anything about it. I really can't say anything about what will happen. I really don't know about what the future holds because I don't know. I personally, I always have that thought that how would I, go into the labor market? How would I function in the labor market when I finish? Okay, I'm out. I'm a nurse now. RN, RM, RPHM, HND. So will someone accept me with my HND? You get. So because it is something that just started, so it means that it is a work in progress. And in the coming years, I feel like that would be well stated. That would be well stated. So that's the question that I will not really have the capacity to answer as of now.
All right. What advice would you give to, fresh grad out of secondary school? Would you say, oh, uh, you know, stay focused and dogged, you must go for the DNSC program, you must, or they should just explore the options?
One thing I would even say, there's this one of my friends. She gained admission into my school last year, and that was 2023. She started the program in my school, College of Nursing Sciences, the NDHN program. And while she was in my school, she was still pursuing another institution, a university here, to do BNS in nursing. So I was talking to her and I said, "Oh, okay, you are doing BNSC, you are still pursuing the BNSC, but you are here already." So it was like a second choice. Coming to College of Nursing Sciences was like a second choice. That if the BNSC failed in the school, like if they did not give her admission, at least she's already somewhere you get. So they gave her admission, even with the fact that her parents already paid school fees for the College of Nursing, they forfeited the school fees. She left and she's now doing BNSC nursing. Fantastic, yeah. But um, the thing is that I would not advise anybody to go through any route. Go through HND, go through DNSC, go to the normal school of nursing where you just come out to the RN. It all depends on mindset. It all depends on mindset, really, because um, people could go for BNSC and at the end of everything, they are not able to do as much as they can with it, basically. And some people just have the RN certificate. Like I have a lot of people that I can mention that did just RN and they've gone places with it, even though after they get to wherever they are getting to, they have to do the BNSC so that they can, further their education. But then they use just the RN to start up to kick off their career. So there is no perfect route. It all depends on the person. It all depends on the mindset that the person has. Someone cannot be NSC and just be on BNSC forever. You get. So as a nurse, it all depends on your mindset. So if you want to go to HND, if that is what you can afford, or if that is what your score can get you. Okay, maybe this school's cutoff mark is 220 in JAM. This school's cutoff mark is 260, and I got 230, so I cannot get to the school that is doing 260. But I really want to become a nurse. Then go for the one that is giving you 230, that is giving you the admission at 220 in JAM. Then it all now boils down to your mindset, how you take it, how you do not get discouraged, and when you come out with it, how you try to further your education, basically. So it all depends on the person. It all depends on still the family of the person, because you are not the one paying your school fees. So how you are able to convince your parents to tell them that no matter the route I use to study nursing, I'm still a nurse at the end, and I can still, make changes in nursing. I can still, further my education and become whatever else I want to become after I become a nurse. No matter the degree I'm getting out of it. So that's it.
All right. In our first interview, the interview we had prior to this one, you did
Yes.
mention about mentor that helped shape your route, your moving into nursing. This question I want to ask now is regarding pertaining to mentors. How important is
Yeah.
mentorship for nursing students, and how can they find good mentors?
Mentorship is very important. In every profession that we want to go to, mentorship is important because you know, going into a new profession, going into school, you do not know what and what you are expected, what and what is expected of you. You are just going, you know, especially for freshers, you are just entering. So it's like you are going into a new, environment. And going into a new environment is like being blind, basically. You you are anywhere you are pushed, you just go. You get. So at that point, we actually need mentors. We need people that can tell us that, oh, this is what you do, that is what you do, this is what you do, that's what you do. And finding a good mentor is not hard. Finding a good mentor is not hard. That's why we have our intuition now. You know if someone is bad and you know if someone is good. Yeah. So like the person that mentored me when I first entered school, before I got into school, I had a mentor. I had someone that was looking up to, and he was the one that even advised me to go into nursing, study nursing. You get, and I listened to his advice, and now I'm studying nursing, and I'm enjoying it. So when I got into school, I met with someone, a senior at that time. I really did not know him, but I went to meet him and I told him that, sir, I want to be a good student. I want to do this not so well and everything. Little did I know that he was not one of the best, he was the best student in his class at that time. And when he even graduated, he came out with honors, yes. Best graduating student. He even got an award. I mean, for yes, that's Nos Badero. So I met him and I was like, sir, this. So he started helping me, started giving me resources, started giving me advice. Anytime I needed anything, I would go and meet him and he would, put me through. So that is the quality that you should look for in a mentor. Coming into nursing school, you must look for someone that is able to, put you through. Someone that is not tired of putting you through. You get so because everybody at one point in time or the other of their life has a mentor. And to find a mentor, like I already said, is not hard. If you want a mentor in doing bad, you will find. If you want a mentor in doing good, you'll still find. So just look for someone that has similar values, or the values that you want to have. Because coming into a nursing school, you probably do not even know anything about nursing. You do not even have a value set for yourself. But then you have a picture in your mind. Oh, I want to be a good student. Oh, sometime in the future, I want to be a leader. I want to do this. I want to do that. So that is the type of person that you are looking for. You can even ask around. And your mentor does not really even have to be someone around you. I even have a mentor when it comes to the online space in nursing, content creation, in nursing, seminars and all. No scriptor. And he's not even around me. I just text him online
Oh,
anytime I need advice. Like,
is it the same Nurse Victor I
eh?
know on TikTok? Is
Not
it the same
scriptor
Nurse Victor I know
on
on
TikTok,
TikTok?
yes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's the same
I
one.
also follow him.
So,
Yeah.
sir?
I said I also follow him on his social page.
No, I have his WhatsApp. I have his WhatsApp. We talk on WhatsApp.
Oh, all right. Uh, Speaking
So,
about mentors, I think we should, mention some now so that those listening to us can, key into some of them. I think I know of no scripting. Do you know of no? Of
yes,
course,
yes.
we met through his WhatsApp platform, and I also know
Yeah.
nothing with it.
Nothing with light. Yes, that's not Busayo
Yes,
Imoliayo. Yes. So, yeah.
yes. So these are people.
There's
Okay, you want to say so? You want to mention names?
Yes, there's nurse Ofela. Ofela on Instagram. Yes, she's an alumni of my school. Presently, she's the one I was talking about, the Canadian RN that does mentorship programs for people that want to,
That's cool.
migrate to Canada and become nurses in Canada. Yeah, she's one person I also know. There are lots and lots of them. There are even mentors, underground mentors that are not popular on the internet space, but they have been good mentors to me basically and to others.
And I
So there
also
are a
know
lot of
of
them that tell us
I
to
know of
follow.
Prince Lagedo. That's someone I follow a lot
Yeah.
and I've got a lot of inspiration from him. Okay. What do you think the future holds for nursing education, and also nursing as a profession?
The future is bright for nursing. Yeah, the future is really bright for nursing
It's
because
very bright.
when I first came into nursing, I was thinking, are there actually nurses? Like, do we, is nursing just about treating patients? That was the first thing that was in my mind. I was like, this nursing, I would just be treat patients. The first time I was posted to the world. When I started exploring, when I started meeting people, meeting people online, meeting people physically, and seeing people's mindset, almost, I knew that this nursing, there is a lot, there is a lot of changes
There's
coming.
a whole
And,
whole lot
a
in
lot, a
nursing.
lot.
It,
That old school mentality of nursing is going.
it's,
It's going already,
it's,
and
it's gone already. I think they
it's
gave
gone.
it. It's gone.
Yeah, yeah. So there's actually a lot of changes coming in nursing, and a lot of people making waves in nursing, especially in Nigeria. This our Nigeria. You think that people are not actually, but people are doing things. People are really doing things. Nursing is not small though. Nursing is not a small profession, and we all pray to be part of the change when the change comes. So that
Yeah.
there's a nursing has a bright future. That's just
Yes,
what I
and
can say. Nursing has a
I
very
also
bright future.
encourage I also encourage people I come across, people that need advice. I tell them come into nursing. Nursing is not what you see displayed in the
It's
media.
not
You know,
to
this concept of media misrepresentation of nursing. That's the whole concept I'm actually working on to, kind of see
yes,
something about. Someone sees nurse Eliza, on the on local channel, and they think that's all, or that is what nursing is about.
nothing do.
Understand? They don't know that, oh, the director of that movie doesn't even have an idea about it, and even what is even portraying is an auxiliary nurse,
Yeah,
which is not
exactly.
recognized. So I think the media also has done something, done a negative has a negative impact on nursing.
Yeah, the media has played a very
On that.
big role in tainting the name of nurses. Yes, of nursing as a profession. Yes, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Sometimes I watch a movie and I just see how the nurse just runs around. And I'm like, that's not even the point. Nurses, we have autonomy. We have our oh, but see, nursing is sweet. Oh. If you are hearing this and you are not a nurse, you are not a student nurse, and you are thinking of what to do nursing, please. There are
Yeah,
a lot
come
of
into
opportunities in it. Come into
a
nursing.
whole lot of opportunities, just like an
Yeah,
ocean that never runs dry.
yeah,
All right.
and there are opportunities to come.
Come again.
I said there are more opportunities to come.
Yes, there are more opportunities to come. All right. If you were to change one thing in nursing, or if you were to change the
Okay.
pathways of coming into nursing, the pathway nursing is structured, what will it be?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say, oh, you want a centralized pathway? Will you, kind of say, okay, let it still remain diversified? What's your take on that?
I feel like diversity is good. It's good the way we have the diversity so that people will not say that because we have just one way and I've been trying this one way and it has not been working for me. So it means I'm going to stop. So that choice, that leverage that we have that okay, you can go through this way, you can go through that way. is a very good thing, so that a lot of people can actually, people that want to come into the profession can actually come into the profession through the various routes. But I feel like if there is a unified route, which is not also a bad thing. But I feel like if there's a unified route, it will give room for people to, to complain and to say that, I've tried this for how many years now. Eh, but now that there are different routes, okay, you've tried that for how many years? Yeah, come and try this way. You get, so since we have different ways, that means people can explore those different ways to come in. Like I said, I put in for two different schools. Now, like the girl that I also mentioned about, she put in for two different schools. One was the School of Nursing, the other one was for BSc program. And she get admission for both of them. Me like this, I get admission in only one of them. You get, so if you have those type of things, people will be able to come in any different way. At the end of everything, they know that the sole aim is to become a nurse. So it's good, it's good. But the only part of the diversity that I do not like, and I do not like here, is the what's the word this thing? Auxiliary nurse. Those people that go and learn nursing
That's not
at houses.
that
That's not
that
even a
is
route. So please,
not a route. That
please,
is
that is
not.
not a route. That is not a
Don't
route to study nursing. You are not a
don't
nurse
try
if you do that. Nursing is a profession. It is not a vocation.
or a
It's not a
handwork.
vocation. It is a profession. It's not a handwork. We have professional ethics. We have a body. We have a lot of things that all other professions have. We can stand. We, for a profession that even that we are able to carry out research on our own and publish it. That's not what quacks do. So
Yes, and auxiliary nursing is not a route. Please,
it's
the
not a
audience,
route at all.
is not a route. Go through the proper channel. Go through the proper channel. There are schools where you go to and then you learn. When you learn,
Yeah,
there is the body of knowledge, a distinct body of knowledge
yes,
about nursing. Then you graduate, you are licensed to practice. Do you
yeah.
understand that? For those that want to, come into nursing. Okay, as we wrap up, what is one advice or several advice or encouragement that you would love to give nursing students or aspiring nursing students?
Okay. So first, for the aspiring nursing students, um, nursing is not so easy.
Well,
So the advice
that
I
was
would give,
a blow,
so
but
the
it's
advice
good.
I would give as
Good they
is,
come in.
yeah, it's good for them to know it. It's good for them to know to come in with that knowledge. Um,
Yes.
so the advice I would give aspiring nursing students is to buckle up. Is to buckle up. Don't think, oh, they did not pick me in medicine, so I'm coming to nursing. Nursing is easier. Oh,
Oh,
it's not easy.
oh,
So buckle up. Then for present nursing students, um, just keep going. It is, nursing, it is highly demanding, especially for freshers, people that are just coming into nursing. Some people are already even giving up. Nursing is highly demanding. It will demand a lot. It will demand your time, your dedication, your concentration. So you need to give it what it demands. So you need to just give it your all. Give it your all. And don't give up. Don't give up. Because at the end of everything, no, nursing is a lucrative profession. Apart from the fact that it is lucrative, it is a profession that gives you or that gives room for you to actually change lives. It puts you in a position where you change lives of others. And there are lots of diversity in nursing. So don't give up. That's one word I would say to nurses, to student nurses, people that are presently student nurses. Don't give up. And another one, explore opportunities. The reason why a lot of nurses are frustrated in their work today is because they do not have that change mentality. I'm sorry if this is a stray bullet to anybody, but the reason why some nurses are frustrated, these are some nurses are saying, ah, nursing is bad, nursing is bad. Like, I mean, nurses, not student nurses, is because they did not work on their mentality. They did not upskill. They did not have the other skills, the other added skills that they are meant to have that would make them stand out as nurses. So if as a student nurse you have that time, please use your time properly. Use your time to skill up, upskill, learn a lot of things. Go get different courses, get different course materials. It won't harm you. Join groups, join organizations, learn. That's where mentorship comes in. Learn from people's experiences. So that when you start doing nursing, you'll not say that they lied to you that nothing is good. Because the people that are enjoying nursing are the people that have that straight mentality, the people that have built that mentality, the people that have built that system around them, that system of continuous learning. So if you are coming to be a nurse, there are a lot of policies in nursing in Nigeria now. It is actually really tiring. I won't say that it's not tiring, but then you still see some people doing it with happiness. You still see some people doing it with joy. So those people that are doing it with joy and those people that are doing it with sadness and with anger, what is the difference between them? There's no difference between them. Both of them are nurses. But the only difference between them is that some people have a mindset, a leadership mindset, a mindset that this nursing profession will work for me. And the nursing profession is working for a lot of people. So as a student nurse, just have that mindset. Grow. Personal development. Make sure you develop yourself personally. Like there are a lot of ways you can develop yourself. There are there are organizations that are coming out. There are nurses are doing a lot of good things. So just put yourself in a position where you are doing something. Put yourself in a position where you are doing something. Yeah, don't just be a bookworm. Don't let everything be about I'm reading my book. I want to pass my exam. Don't let everything be about passing your exam. Pass in life. Make a change. Let people see you and say, oh, this person actually was someone that did something in the name of nursing, someone that did something for nursing, and this thing has this thing brought this result. So that's the advice for student nurses. Don't be idle. There are a lot of nurse failures. There are a lot of people that are doing things, even a lot of my classmates that I see doing things, and I'm very, very happy. Even myself, with the little that I'm doing, even student nurse Victor, with the little that we are doing, these are the things that make us stand out as nurses. So emulate good characteristics of nurses, emulate the good nurses. So that's it. That's the little piece of advice to both student nurses and up and coming nurses, or to those that are that want to come into nursing profession.
Okay, all right. That was a
Yeah.
huge piece of advice. All right. Before we let you go, how can
Okay.
the viewers, the audience, how can they reach you on your social media?
Okay. On social media, I have a social media account. That's my LinkedIn. LinkedIn, Abolade Messi Kikilua on LinkedIn. On Instagram, it is Nursing. NURSESCEN, Nursing. That's just it. Then on TikTok too, Nursing. And that those are like my major social media platforms, basically. So from there you can,
Oh,
connect if you have any questions. There will be a lot of seminars that we would also have next year. So those are my social media platforms: LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. So for Instagram and TikTok, nothing. For LinkedIn, Abolari Messi.
okay, all right. I think you have loads of people coming in, into your platforms now to listen to you because
Okay.
there's a whole lot to learn from you. Like you are a wealth of knowledge. Yeah, that's
Thank
what
you
I
very
would
much, sir.
where I would put it. All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming to
Yes,
share
thank
with
you very much.
us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And I hope to have you more often.
No problem. Anytime you call, I'm available. I'll also call you for nothing. Don't worry. Like I told you last week.
Yes. All right. Thank you very
Yes,
much, sir. All
yes.
right.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.